Hey guys, I'm Joshua. Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to make a quick video talking about some of the Nanlite RGB lights that I have. This one right here being a Nanlite Nanlites I. I also have the Nanlite Pavotube 6C. I have a few of these, and then I have a couple other different name brands. I have the Aperture MC. I have the small rig M160. I just recently bought the Nanlite 5C and was opening it and using it and just was running into a lot of weird quirks and bugs and things that I was like, I couldn't find anyone saying anything else about it online. And so I just wanted to make a video to share some of the quirks that I'm having with the Nanlite RGB lights. The issues that I'm running into are to do with the HSI mode. So, which is the RGB functionality. It's where you're using the color and you're adding color and changing colors. I have three issues with the Nanlite products when it comes to the HSI mode. One, the saturation on the HSI mode is pretty much unusable. In my opinion, the moment you go from 100% and you desaturate to 99%, you lose like 60% of the color of the light. And it's like a massive jump compared to like on both my small rig and my Aperture MC. Like you can, as you slowly dim down, it's like very well controlled and you're like slowly taking color out. But on both of the Nanlites, 100 is like very vibrant color, and then you go to 99 and you literally lose 60% of the color, and it's like putting so much white light, I guess, in there. So it's almost like the saturation function is useless. The second issue that I have with these lights is the dimmer. When you dim this light down like in like the bottom 20% of the range, it completely changes the color of the light. What I mean by that is, for example, I'm gonna put this at, I'm gonna set the light to 01. Hopefully you can see that. We're at 01, and it's the dim is at 2%. And then here's the thing, I'm gonna only increase the dimness, and it's gonna completely change the color. So as it gets up to 100, it actually becomes more accurate. And then as you dim down on the Nanlite 5C and on my Pavotube 6C, as you dim the brightness, it completely changes the hue. So here I'm gonna dim it back down. And now hue 01 is like a complete green. The third issue that I have with these lights is the hue has drastic jumps and gaps in the color. Like you think of like a color wheel and you think like, you know, you can slide it around and you're slowly ever so adding like a little bit more blue into the red that's pulling it slowly into pink and magenta and then purple, and then you get to blue. But on these lights, I'm finding that there's like massive, like you'll go one hue over and it'll literally completely change the color of the light. I'll show you an example here. Okay, here I'm gonna set the dim back up so that we're at the accurate color. I'm gonna set to 50%. Now, I'm going to only change the hue from 01 to 0. And you see how that's a really harsh jump. I don't know if you can see the coloring on my hands, but it's like going up to 01 is like a yellowy amber, and then you go 01 and it hard shifts to red. And then if I go down one more, it hard shifts to full on pink. And I'll just do that on the white piece of paper so you can see it here as well. So this is hue 359 at 50% at 100% saturation. I go up to 0, we go full on red, and I go up to 01 and we're at yellowy amber. Again, that's back at 0. And that is 359. So what it means is that there's no like sliding or melting the colors together between that orangey yellow and red, or the red and the pink. So you can't like be in red and be like, oh, I want this just a little bit more red. They won't do that. Neither of my Nanlites will do that. And I don't know what it is. I feel like it's an issue with the LEDs blending and mixing together. It's like not done very well. And so there's these hard cuts in the light. And I really wish that it wasn't like that. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys and put this video out there. That way, if there's anyone else that notices this or experiences this, maybe Nanlite will be able to release an update to make these lights more consistent and even, you know, on all three of those things. I would love to see a firmware update or something where the dim, as you go up and down in the intensity in the dim, it doesn't completely change the color of the light, and it should stay in the same hue the entire time, and it just affect the brightness. I mean, that's why HSI is HSI. It's intensity. The dim is the intensity of the light. It should not be changing the hue also. The second thing being the hue, you need to have slower blends between the colors. There should be no gaps and missing parts where you can't fade into the light and it just jumps massively over and then jumps to the next color. There needs to be way slower of a fade and a blend between the hues. And then the third thing being the saturation. Right now it's pretty much unusable because 60% of you drop 60% color, I would say, when you go from 100 to 99%. Anyway, I hope this video is helpful, and please comment down below if you're running into any of these same issues. I'd be interested to know if anyone that has the Pavotube 2 30X or 15X, if they have the same issue or they notice the same thing. And that's it for this video, guys.